Ahoy there, mateys! It's your boy Rumboyz Robbie, aka the Heart Throbby, whooping your ass in fantasy football and all. You already know we came here to have a ball. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. It's the one and only Rumboyz After Dark. Getting y'all richer in fantasy football than that man Tony Stark. You already know. We here to kick it. Y'all here to dig it. What's the deal, Pickles? I hope everything is kosher. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't mean to brag or boast, but first to set the show off, y'all need to go ahead and get over to the Stacks app, right? You see the two logos. I didn't even notice that was just kind of here. So perfectly like that. Mike, you did so good. All right. But yeah, Mike made the graphic in the background. Stacks app, stacksapp.io. Go ahead and hit up on the Googles, the Safaris, whatever you have. Stacksapp.io. Available on iOS and Android. Make content very seamlessly with your favorite analysts, athletes, content creators, and much, much, much more. Brand new features coming out here in the next 2 weeks. So make sure that you guys stay tuned here to the Rumboyz Fantasy Network. And you can also check out the Stacks app on YouTube. So go ahead and check out the weekly windup each and every single Wednesday over on the Stacks app YouTube channel, stacksapp.io. Ladies and gentlemen, just so you know, we are going to switch over to another promo. I would like to remind all of you about the Monkey Knife Fight app. Also, monkeyknifefight.com if you're on your laptop, your lap fizzle. Go ahead, hit up monkeyknifefight.com or Monkey Knife Fight app all the way over there on the Android and iOS platforms for all of your daily fantasy player prop needs. Wow. Say that really fast. Daily fantasy player prop needs. Daily fantasy, if you do it, you can get into a rhythm. For all your daily fantasy player prop needs, get on over there to monkeyknifefight.com. Monkey Knife Fight promo code Rumboyz. Use promo code Rumboyz in all caps for an instant match on your very first deposit, all the way up to $100. Holla, 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 holla. You put down $100, I'm gonna match you on $100. You put down 50, I'm gonna match you on that 50. You put down 20, I'm gonna match you on that 20. Ladies and gentlemen, your very first deposit, we're gonna match you on all the way 100%. So go ahead up to $100. So make sure you get on over there to the Monkey Knife Fight app if you're trying to win some money. Hot Boy Summer, we're all trying to win some money. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the cast and crew. You already know what to do. I guess the Kendrick album got me just rhyming and shit. But let's go ahead and let's dive deep into this bitch. Spring, ladies and gentlemen, drop the mic.
What it do, dilly mofos. Let's go.
Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, next up, you guys can catch him with all the gambling kicks and all the gambling picks over there on the Stacks app, dropping flames. You already know he is spitting game straight up. Take it to the hizzy. It's your homie, Justin Busy. What's good?
Thanks for having me on, gentlemen. Pleasure to be here. Happy Friday, as always.
Woo. Yeah. That first sip of beer, hit the back of my jaw. It's Ladies and gentlemen, next up, representing that Rumboyz crew, you already know what to do. It's Kenny Pickett Jr. Raj.
I'm Folio Brown, dude. What the fuck? Kenny Pickett's the whitest person you could fucking name. And you're like, what?
It made it funny because you have.
I don't know. Sam Howell had a
Kenny Pickett
had a fascination with chicken fingers.
That fucking chicken finger thing is hilarious.
Hey, leave my quarterback alone.
That's funnier than the catch-up thing in Mahomes.
Debatable.
Leave my quarterback alone.
At least Mahomes eats different kinds of meat.
Ladies and gentlemen,
it's a generational type of thing. The parents that just constantly give their kids chicken nuggets.
Ladies and gentlemen, last but certainly not least, it's the beast from the east. All smoke, no stress. It's Taco coming with the best.
What up, though? Yo, hashtag Brian Edwards on that comeback, baby. Hot fire.
Get him off.
And I am probably going to disown Tacos sooner than later.
I love
the show.
Brian Edwards.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Rumboyz Fantasy Network Monkey Knife Fight app. Promo code Rumboyz. Get matched on your very first deposit to $100. Download the Stacks app, stacksapp.io. Fellas, y'all ready to get it going?
Yes.
Yeah.
All righty.
Yes, sir.
Hey, yo, I'm definitely ready to get it going after the last 2 days that I've had. We are going to have a blast. Cheers to me. Cheers to you all, the Rum boys and girls. What it do?
Dilly.
Dilly, y'all.
Hey.
I'm off a tall boy. I was at the bar before the show.
Oh no.
Yeah. My ancestors may have been looking at me like, why are you chilling with a white? Okay. Rod, you get it? Rod, did you catch that? Did you catch that? You caught it. Listen to the new Kendrick album. Get cultured, ladies and gentlemen. First topic of the night. We are starting off spicy. So the NFL schedule release took place yesterday. And that's clearly like what's on everyone's mind. Before we get into each individual teams and we start getting super analytical, I just want to go around the horn. Game of the year for each and every one of you. What will be the in your opinion, highest rated, like highest viewed?
Okay, I was going a different context.
I mean, you could go whatever context you want, but
here's what I think. If I wanted to go homer pick, it'd be one. But week 17 is what for us here?
Fantasy finals.
Yeah.
The Bengals play the Bills in week 17, people.
That's fun.
Okay.
You can have how many? You could have Joe Shiesty. You can have Josh
Big
Allen,
brr.
all the wide receivers, Joe Mixon. I mean, all the guys on the Bills. Yes, Singletary. Yes, James Cook. You can have 10, 12 guys that are legit players in championships in this single game.
It's Big Joe. Brr. Okay. I like that. I like that. I feel like that may not be the most viewed because many fans will.
No,
get
I don't think
exhausted
it's
by
going to
that
be.
time.
I don't think it's going to be the most viewed.
No. But I do think that it has that capability of being the most viewed. So I like that you brought up that matchup. That's one that everyone should circle on those calendars. Little, just so everyone knows, a lot of what we're doing tonight are going to be early fantasy football exercises. Some of the teams that are being highlighted, you may want to draft players from some of these teams. Justin.
My game is in week 4, Sunday Night Football. I'm going with the Chiefs and the Bucks. I mean, you have the two biggest names at the quarterback position, Mahomes, Brady. It's still early enough in the season where that excitement level is still really high. It's a Sunday night game. You're going to have obviously a lot of viewers from that alone, right? You're not sharing any of the other games. So I think that one's going to have a lot of fireworks. If I went a little bit deeper into the season, I also like Rams at Bucks. They had a very exciting playoff matchup. So could see some fireworks there again in Tampa.
Okay. Nice, brief, quick take. I like it, Raj.
Okay, so
Don't disappoint me.
I do have two, but I'm gonna just stick with one for now. If Taco doesn't mention the second, I'll come back to it. But I gotta go Broncos at Seahawks week 1. Russell Wilson going back to Seattle, very first week of the season. I'm excited to see what happens there. I mean, literally every single storyline ever present in that matchup, and plus it's the Monday Night Football opener, so you can't go wrong with a pick like that.
Okay. Taco. Why are you muted?
Fucking
Because it's Taco.
It's his first podcast ever, ladies and
he's
gentlemen.
still muted. God
No,
damn it,
we're just gonna
Sorry,
crack.
I had to look up the schedule, so I wanted to mute it just in case some random pop-up came on, so you know. But I'm gonna piggyback off Raj. I think that week 1 has some really intriguing matchups, including the first matchup of the season. The first game that we're gonna see, the Bills and the Rams. How fire is that? I think that's a potential Super Bowl preview right there. You're looking at probably the best team in the NFC and possibly one of the best teams in the AFC. I mean,
let's
let's
the Bills
face
to
it,
the Super Bowl. Why are you getting Buffalo?
they just added Von Miller.
But okay.
And that
All right.
offense, you telling me Josh Allen, who's doing better than that?
Joe
Burrow ain't better than him.
Is this a New York thing with you right now?
No, the Bills. If the Bills beat the Chiefs, they're going to the Super Bowl. That game decided who was going to the Super Bowl. And guess what? The Chiefs choked. The Chiefs choked that second half away. They should have beat the Bengals. The Bengals had no reason being in that Super Bowl. And if the Bills would have been there, they would have won. And now you add Von Miller to that team. I don't think you could really argue that the Bills are the best team in the AFC. It's pretty straightforward. They're in a division where they probably have, I would say probably the easiest path to the playoffs. I mean, Miami's nice, but are they better than what you see in the AFC West or what you see in the AFC North? That's just going to be a shit show. All those teams are going to beat up on each other. The Bills, I think they run away with the division. They end up getting home field versus most of these other teams that are going to be facing each other and beating up, and they're going to cakewalk into the Super Bowl.
Okay. Sean saying Von Miller to me was an overpay.
Not an overpay. It's a backloaded contract. It's an easy
here. Yo, the Chargers anime video was fire.
That was sick.
It was pretty neat.
I fucked with that.
So
they're taking shots
one,
at everybody.
That one and the Panthers one were the two best ones. Period.
Sorry, did y'all see the Lions one?
No,
bro, they got the Detroit Herbal Survival Training guy to fucking make their schedule release video. So funny.
Now that's comedy.
Awesome.
That's comedy.
Okay, wait, sorry. Since Taco didn't mention my second pick, I'm going a rematch of my match of the year game of the year from last year, and that's Chiefs at Chargers week 2.
God damn it, you took mine. That's what I was about to
Chiefs
say.
week 2.
That's what I was literally about to say.
It's okay. You can break it down then.
No, I mean,
Broncos
I'm the host.
17.
I'm the host. I should only not. I shouldn't have like full on. Like I should let you guys have the fun. But yes, Chargers at Chiefs week 2. I definitely think that it is going to be electrifying. You're talking about the start of the definition of that division right then and there.
First game on Amazon.
Yeah, first game on Amazon. Big Daddy Big Bank Bezos.
Wait, are they doing local networks like on TV for that, or is it like how the baseball shit is, where it's only on Amazon?
It's only Amazon.
Yeah,
Amazon. This is the
Amazon.
first year. Amazon
Exclusive.
exclusive starting. That's why they have Al Michaels.
But
Herb
don't you
Street,
think?
and what's her
in
name from
local
NFL
markets,
Network?
like in a local market, shouldn't that be
Why?
on like your channel 2 or 5 or whatever? Even if it's the same broadcaster?
No, because that's a dying thing. That's a dying thing. No one's caring about regular cable, bro.
Mhm.
I don't know.
A lot of people,
How
most
does a
people
bar
don't have
do that
cable
then?
anymore.
Yeah,
How
most
does
people
the
don't
bar
have
have
cable
all the
anymore.
have the TVs on Amazon Prime? Like if they're connected to
Because they'll pay
satellite,
for it.
I mean,
Yeah.
you have to hook
There's
in
gonna
the
be
streaming
packages.
device. You know how many
No, there's
bartenders
gonna
are
be
going to be like,
packages.
I don't have a streaming device for that.
You
Smart
fucker.
Smart TVs now.
But more
really
people
hard.
will after this because that's what they want. That's what they're going to push people to
Yeah.
watch their program, buy their equipment, whatever it is.
Didn't they just get Kay Adams too from Good Morning Football?
Yeah,
Did they?
I think so. Yeah.
Today was
That's
her
why-
last day, I think.
That's
yeah.
why she
Yeah.
left to go to Amazon.
K
I know that they
on
would-
the Big Bank. K on the Big Bank.
And possibly Richard Sherman, like they were saying. I don't know.
But we knew that
fizzles out or not,
Amazon. We knew that
Richard
Amazon was
Sherman,
building an
get outta
empire.
here.
They were saying that. I don't know what happened. With
Oh,
that.
but we knew
That'd
that
be
Amazon
hilarious.
was building
Right?
an empire when James Coe left NFL Network early on, and we were like, and that was like the first big eyebrow raising thing where it was like, wait, but like, why? Hold on, and Amazon's been building this NFL shit for a hot minute. They want the
Mhm.
exclusivity.
Yeah,
When
they
you're
only
big
had
bank-
the first 3 weeks.
When you're a big bank Bezos, you can do whatever you want, bro.
Ugh. I hate the way they do the Yankees though. And oh my
Fuck
god,
the Yankees. Fuck the stop it. We're not doing
Well,
that.
no, it's just because
Ladies and gentlemen, Chargers Chiefs week 2 game that is going to decide a generation for years to come. Okay. If you've ever wanted to see Battle of the Bands of like what it would be if like Soundgarden and Nirvana went head to head, this is it. This is it.
Okay.
This is it. By the way, My Chemical Romance also dropped a new song recently. Like in the last like 24 hours. So, you know.
Doesn't matter. Kendrick is better.
Coming back.
They're two totally different genres, Raj.
No, I'm fucking.
Be an artist. Appreciate art. Appreciate art.
And I'm trying to be like those
What
young boy
genre
fans, you know.
is My Chemical Romance.
Huh?
What?
What
I'm done
genre?
with you. I'm done with you. Bye.
I was doing My Chemical Romance in high school.
Whoa. Hey, classics are classics.
What-
That's like being like, I'm done with Metallica. It's like, no, fuck that. If Metallica
Whoa,
put out an
whoa,
album a day, I'd be like, yeah, let's go.
Very evergreen.
So, yeah, very evergreen. Yeah, very evergreen tracks there. So, following the NFL schedule release, I'm gonna let you guys break down and predict your each individual favorite NFL team schedules. I probably shouldn't do this because we have people like Mike and Taco here. And
Well,
Raj.
Taco's going first, so
Hey, yo,
I'm gonna
what
suck
are you
my
talking
team's dick
about?
too. So
Talking about, bro?
Uh,
I don't know. I
What?
don't know who you're talking about. Who you calling biased? The fuck?
oh my gosh, that's the
I'll
most
give
biased
my
person on this cast.
no, I'll give my unbiased opinion.
Look, I want you guys to go through. I want you guys to give us, obviously, within a timely manner. Give me your takes on your record and justify that shit with the most conviction in your heart. Please, starting with Taco's suck ass Giants.
I think we're looking at a solid 5-win season.
Oh wow, he was realistic.
See, I told you. he
okay,
could be-
all right.
Like, I mean, realistically speaking, the only thing that we're really going to be sitting back on is, does Daniel Jones make any improvements?
Oh god,
Like, it's a lot riding on him, because if he sucks, then you know what? Hey, we're ready for that great quarterback class that's coming out. We don't have a fucking ton of people that we got to work on, like fucking what you call it on offense. Like, there's a lot of players that are there that'll be able to develop, especially on the offensive line, so that they'll be ready for the young quarterback. But this feels like a punt season to me, the way everything is set up. We have some young receivers that need some reps. Tony, do we even know if he could last the season? So I think it's really just more of a developmental year. It's more of a punt year. Develop your offensive line. Make sure that they're ready for a young quarterback when they come in. Unfortunately, Saquon Barkley is probably playing his last season as a Giant, and he'll probably end up on some Super Bowl winning team next year. But yeah, I don't think we're gonna have that great of a season. And we just cut Bradbury for nothing. Like, what the fuck? We're done.
I didn't expect Taco to do that.
I expected me and Raj to, but not Taco.
Right?
Yeah.
What's that mean?
Well,
you know exactly what the fuck it means, bro.
Listen, I'm only spicy when it counts.
bro. No.
Which is-
You're a New Yorker.
Every single take.
I'm a Knicks fan. I know heartbreak.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
all right.
you got us
We're
there.
we're gonna give you that. Yeah, we're definitely gonna give you that. Knicks, Rangers. Yeah, we're gonna give you that.
Yeah. Oh my god, the Rangers. Poor Rangers. Poor Rangers.
Raj.
Okay. So, shit, like my bias take, fucking 20-0 Super Bowl champs, Kenny Pickett MVP, Najee Harris, 2,000 yards rushing, 20 touchdown. But okay. Okay, no, but actually, so I think
You're the reason why I smoke weed.
you're welcome. Hey, it makes your life better, does it not?
It
Right?
does.
Exactly. You're welcome. I know, but like actually, I think we'll probably end up third, maybe
Winning the
fourth in division.
preseason and shitting the bed the rest.
Also potential, right? But if Mitch Trubisky wins the starting job, he just had a kid. Y'all know how fucking nuts athletes go right after they have kids. So shit, let's see what happens there. But nah, legit. I could see us either getting third or fourth in the division. We're not gonna be beating the Ravens. Potentially the Bengals. I'm still on the fence about the Bengals. I think they're a
I'm
one-year
on the fence
wonder, to be
about the
honest with you.
Ravens.
So
I'm
Yeah,
on
no,
the
I
fence
mean,
about the
no.
Ravens, but okay.
you know, no, the Ravens.
Raj,
I mean,
I got one question for
I
you.
don't know, man. What up?
How many seasons has your boy Mike Tomlin had as a losing season?
0.
Okay.
See,
Yeah,
no,
I don't-
see,
I don't-
but I'm getting to it. I'm getting to it. I think we'll end up 9-8, which is a winning season, but in this division could be fucking fourth place,
Yeah.
Well,
depending
with-
on what plays
well,
out.
with
You
the
know what I
way
mean?
that things are set up now, you could shit the bed and still fucking make it in the playoffs. So,
Yep.
I mean that too, bro. You never know, right?
dude, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I know that everyone's like Baltimore won the draft. I don't think that Baltimore has the offense.
Also, I mean, Lamar's probably done after his 5 years. If we're being honest, like he seems fucking
He's
pissed.
getting the hell out of there. I
He
think
seems like he's
getting the
done
hell
with
out of
Baltimore,
there.
man. Also, we're the only team in our division with a rookie quarterback. everyone else is going to need to pay their quarterbacks like $200 million in 2 years. So I'm excited for the future. I'll say that much.
Mitch
Bro,
Trubisky winning that.
Nah,
job.
man. Bro, people want, I mentioned this a couple weeks ago. People used to want Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen money. Now they want Deshaun Watson money. They want $200 million guaranteed.
Yo,
So
Fack.
we're gonna see a lot more of those fucking contracts coming out. I'll say that much.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
I hate
Justin.
it. It's gonna happen.
I got the Bears. Bears are my fave team, and
Bears.
I'm going with the biased approach. Give me 10-7, and it's mostly weighed on a heavy non-division schedule. So non-division, I have them going 8-3, which I mean, it's rich. Let's be real, right? But I feel like this team has still gotten better on paper, and I feel like the rest of the division really hasn't, other than the Lions. The Lions have gotten better. They did very well in the draft and in free agency, but they're still a 3-win team from last season. We had a better record last season with Justin Fields over Jared Goff. I think Fields gets better. Some of the teams that we get to play out of the division, we're talking the Texans, the Giants, Commanders, Patriots, Dolphins, Falcons, Jets, Eagles. I think that those are all very winnable games. But yeah, I'm on my high horse. 10-7 seems a little bit rich.
Definitely.
Did I make you do that, Robbie? I'm sorry.
You're on drugs. Mike, can I say that?
I was earlier.
So are you?
I was
Huh?
So I was earlier. I clean up for shows.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, fucking Mike.
All right.
16-1. Win
No.
the Super Bowl.
No, I'm gonna say I'm one of the most passionate, but I'm not unbiased. I can give you my unbiased take.
I know.
We're going 20-0. No, 11-6. It's gonna be
Pretty kind.
11-6. I'm
Which in some
worried.
fucked up world could be fourth in the division.
It could be 9. No, third. I'm gonna say
Wow.
no. I'm not saying we're gonna be third. I'm saying that's as low as we'll go because Herms disagrees with this, but I fully believe that the Raiders are the worst team in the division. It's the other three. The Raiders are the worst team in that division.
I disagree.
Still, in my opinion. I still don't see it. They need, and McDaniels needs to show something as a head coach. 11-6.
It's not bad.
Now, Robbie, tell us you're going to the Super Bowl on a 16-1, and the only loss is the Dallas Cowboys.
Hang on.
It's the New York Giants.
He would rather
I'll
lose
let
to
you know
than
now.
the Cowboys.
I don't know.
No, the Cowboys is his most hated team. He'll tell you that.
Don't worry, I could spice it up.
Are you counting?
Don't put them at the 20.
We're gonna win. Hey, we're gonna win 9 games. We're gonna win 9.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Y'all are not that good.
Including preseason.
No. Here's what happened. We're gonna beat Jacksonville. We're gonna beat Detroit. We're gonna beat Philly. We'll lose to Dallas. We'll either win or lose to Dallas the first go around.
You split.
Yeah, we always split. That's tradition. It's one thing you can bake on. If the books give you, will Dallas and Washington split? You take that. So I'm gonna say that we beat Dallas the first go around. We lose to Tennessee in week 5. We beat the Bears in week 6. We lose to Green Bay. I think we beat the Bears. We lose to Green Bay.
Playing the Bears on the road, I believe.
Yeah. But we always notoriously lose to Green Bay at home. Underneath Aaron Rodgers. The Colts one is sticky, but
You ain't beating the Colts.
Jonathan Taylor's gonna fucking penetrate every single person.
Matt Ryan.
it's Matt Ryan. It's Matt Ryan and limited receiving weapons.
But it's Jonathan fucking Taylor.
How good were the Titans when all they had?
Where's that game at? Is it at home or on the road?
That one's on the road too.
I don't like them on the road.
No, here's the thing we got to worry about.
I like watching
Can
on
Carson
the road.
Wentz?
I don't
No,
like.
let's not worry about Washington itself. Can Carson Wentz win a revenge game?
Can you win a game in general?
Can Carson Wentz stay on the
I mean,
field?
He won games.
More
What
than
are
that.
you
To this.
talking about?
Is he even playing that
That was
game?
a
Yeah,
dumb. That was
exactly.
a dumb take. Yeah, I mean, yeah, is he even playing that game? I just don't believe it. I think that Matt Ryan. We've seen the best of Matt Ryan so far.
I'm so no. Okay, real quick. I'm
I
really
think that
excited.
Minnesota. I think we lose to Minnesota. I still
Minnesota's
think that
such
we
a
beat the.
hard team to hedge.
I still think that we beat the Eagles. I don't think the Eagles have it all put together, even with AJ Brown. I think AJ Brown is a really great piece that they just got that makes them good, but still, it's gonna rely on his defense and special teams and so many other things. I think the Eagles could either be either second or third in the division. We're gonna beat Houston. Houston's just not there yet. Atlanta's not there yet. New York's not there yet. New York's not there yet. We face New York back to back.
You're gonna sweep us? Like that.
Yeah,
That's hard.
yeah, we're gonna sweep New York.
I bet a beer on that.
And it's on limited travel too. San Fran will lose to the Browns, and because I project us to beat the Cowboys early, we'll lose to the Cowboys late because we would have already been like, okay, we're wild card.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Which means that either Philly wraps up the division and still loses to us twice, and that's how we get in the wild card, or either Dallas wraps up the division and Philly ends up third. I think that those are our scenarios for this season. I'm sorry, but I think that New York is the basement dwellers.
Yeah, I agree with you that. But hope is a hell of a drug, man. Hope
Wait, so
is a hell of a
hold on.
drug.
So Washington is finishing second for you?
I think that
Third.
Washington finished. I wholeheartedly think that Washington finished second.
And the Eagles third?
It's either Eagles or Dallas, one of the two. But I think Eagles are more than. I think Eagles could possibly end third just because it's Sirianni still figuring things out. Despite losing Amari Cooper, I think that Dallas with Dak and Zeke and Lamb.
I mean, Zeke's
Are
not
we
that
mentioning
Zeke's not good
like
no more, bro.
something? You mean Tony
Right?
Pollard?
Yeah.
Tony
I mean,
Pollard.
there's also 1-2 punch of Tony Pollard being back there. I don't. Even with AJ Brown, I don't fear the Eagles.
I don't think anyone fears the Commanders either.
No one fears anyone in that division, Taco.
Nope.
What the fuck are you talking
I
about?
mean, realistically, you might be able to see. I think that you realistically see the Cowboys' offense is still going to play at a high level, and they still might be the best offense in that division. So I kind of would make them the favorites still.
I don't think
I
they're
agree.
no longer the best offense. When you lose a route runner like Cooper,
But Gallup is still nice.
Yeah, Gallup definitely fills in, and Cooper still wasn't available for every game. It's not like he's a player that without him in the lineup, they're just completely dreaded. And Lamb is
Blake
getting
Jarwin?
another year older, more experience. Gallup, they brought in
I feel like-
Told
I
that
feel
really
like-
really like.
I feel like every team in this division is very evenly matched. Very, 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 very evenly matched. There's no clear dominant lead of the pack. It's not like, Raj, I feel like in your division, it comes down to, I feel like it's Cincinnati at this point. I really feel like it's Cincinnati.
I feel like they're gonna have Super Bowl fatigue, man. I don't know about that.
I agree with
So-
that.
So my
I don't-
sports book has it finishing exactly how it did last year. The Cowboys, the Eagles, the Commanders, the Giants. The Cowboys plus 110 to win in the division. The Eagles plus 200. The Commanders plus 450, and the Giants plus 750. So that would be exactly how it finished last year. When I look at these teams on paper, realistically, that's the way
that
looks
doesn't
like it's cut up.
happen though. But that doesn't
Oh
happen.
no, it doesn't. It doesn't.
But
You're
that
right. You're
doesn't.
right.
But that and that's the thing. You
Mhm.
haven't had back-to-back division winners in this division since 2010.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
So you're automatically ass out on that bet. If you try and go off of last, you as a bettor, you're automatically ass out. So like, I feel like if you're a team in the NFC, you're wanting in the playoffs to take on an NFC East team. We're the easiest to pick on. We're the bottom of the barrel right now.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you're if you're LA, you want to play an NFC East team in the first round. Like right out the gate. You want to get it done over with. Wham bam, thank you, man. I don't know. It is this schedule is super interesting. It has a lot of like everyone's schedules, especially if you're Seattle, like has a lot of travel miles put into it. We have a lot of international games. We have a lot more primetime games. We have so much more exclusivity that's never taken place in the NFL. New broadcaster streaming services getting to stream games.
3 on Christmas.
Yeah, 3 on
Thanks, man,
Christmas.
right?
That's nice.
Crazy.
Dude, what happened to the NBA owning the holidays?
Exactly what that's exactly what I said.
Facts.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
that's so sad.
Man, NBA Christmas games did fall off, though. I won't lie. They were so
Bro,
good in like 2016, 17.
but if you're the NBA, you're not making as nearly as much money as the NFL's about to bank this year.
Oh, not even close.
Fuck no.
Time for a Christmas tournament.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, this year's gonna be intense. I love what the schedules did for fantasy football. It's gonna make it super interesting.
Oh,
So
wait,
I'm
does that
super
mean we're gonna have our
Don't
final
forget-
in Christmas?
Don't
Huh?
forget week 9 and week 14, which is the week before the playoffs. 6 teams on bye each of those 2 weeks.
16.
I don't like
two
that.
weeks. Yeah,
Damn.
The
That's a
week
bit-
before the playoffs start. It's disgusting.
Last year there was teams that were on by in the playoffs.
Brian
Yeah.
Edwards just went ahead of Jarvis Landry in my starter
Telling you,
draft.
baby, Brian Edwards.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
What
yeah.
the fuck?
I was
He's the
thinking,
number
I was like,
one.
oh, Jarvis is gonna go soon. You know, the news just said Jarvis
drugs
is
are
gonna
bad.
go soon.
Okay.
I was like, what
It's
the
a game
hell?
of volume, guys. It's a game of volume. Fuck talent. It's all about volume. It's going to be
So,
a team down
I'll take Olamide Zaccheaus over Brian Edwards. Sorry.
Oh, come on. They treat this
Come on, no.
Hold on, I would probably that's a sneaky diamond in the rough though. Zaccheaus. Like I kind of like that in a sense. You know, I know this is completely off topic. We're going off topic, but I like that because
Did you guys
that
forget?
Atlanta offense is going to be dog shit.
One
I
Someone's
even
got to catch
picked-
the ball.
Marcus Mariota was with Edwards with the Raiders last season. Little
Stop
chemistry there.
Stop it.
Oh
My
my god.
Now,
Stop it.
oh my!
Stop
I
it.
know. That's
I
what
even
said. Oh,
in
my.
a deep dynasty league, I even picked up Frank Darby just in case a couple weeks ago because there was no one to
There's
throw
no one there.
to. So I'm like, I'll spend $0 on a $0
Right.
fab, and now he's gonna go bye.
You're right.
Atlanta is a dog shit place for fantasy football. Don't draft anyone from Atlanta.
Kyle
I'm just gonna
Pitts
say that.
2.0.
Marcus Mariota, though. Arthur
Yeah.
Smith. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Damian Williams. Sleeper.
Okay,
du
I didn't
jour.
say that, though.
This whole cast is making me like you know what?
What have I done to make you feel like you have to vomit in your mouth?
I'm enjoying
It's the
it.
guy below you.
You know that new Snapchat filter that
Oh,
makes
I
your
don't
makes your
know
face
anything.
all like sad and shit. Looks like the goddamn purge, like the one all sad
my
one.
God. Sorry.
Yo, that is how you have me feeling right now when you guys bring up Atlanta offensive weapons as fantasy football pieces. Maybe in dynasty.
Sorry.
Mm.
The Bears
We're
plus
not
950
taking
to
another
win
ride
the,
on
win
the
the
Pitts
Central.
train.
Jahan
Let's
Dotson is nice, and Jahan Dotson's gonna be nice.
He's
Watch
nice,
problem-
but is he nice in Washington? That's the
Yeah.
question.
Washington's,
nice.
Washington's problem is that we don't have a fucking receiver taller than myself.
How
So
tall is Terry? I thought Terry
I
had.
thought Terry was like 6'2", bro. Was he
Yeah, I
not?
thought Terry was
we
big.
don't have it. We don't
No, I
have a.
think he's like
We don't have a
6 foot.
receiver over 6 foot, bro.
Nah,
We don't have a
stop.
What are you
single
talking
receiver.
about?
I remember
Terry
in Madden,
McLaurin's.
he was not one of the taller ones.
Terry McLaurin.
Terry McLaurin is exactly 6 foot.
Yeah.
Exactly 6
Okay.
foot.
I was about to say, do you want stats or nah, bro?
6'1" and spikes. Let's go.
You're gonna act like I don't know
Hey.
my team or
There you
nah,
go.
bro.
6'1" in cleats.
There you go.
6'1" cleats. Fuck you, bro.
What happened? I'm assuming you're watching the Milwaukee game. Taco. What
Dude, Jason Tatum is just a beast. He's
happened?
just a beast.
Stop.
So great.
Yo, you know what? Way too early. Offensive rookie of the year and defensive rookie of the year. Mike, you start this one off.
Ooh, this one's a tough one because my favorite player isn't going to be rookie of the year just because of his situation. I love George Pickens. You know that, Raj.
Oh fuck. Okay, wait. Because okay, yeah. I didn't
Wait,
realize that was your pick.
hold on. It is way too early. You can technically say whatever you want.
I
Doesn't
know,
mean
but
that we're not gonna.
I'm
talk
glad.
shit.
I'd be glad to accept that answer. I won't lie to you.
I am going to. No, I agree with you. I would love that answer as well. I am going to go. Kenneth Walker. And I am going to go Aiden Hutchinson. I'm going to take the low-hanging fruit, but I think he's going to man-child people.
Okay.
Sorry, who'd you say for defense?
Aiden Hutchinson.
Aiden Hutchinson. Okay, he's the odds-on favorite.
Yeah.
Pickens is plus 4,000.
Ouch.
Raj,
God
do you know who
damn.
the odds favorite is?
It's my boy.
Don't give him no information for his take.
I'm just saying.
I already know that.
I thought the
That was my
correlation
pick
there.
anyway.
He said
My pick
said
anyways.
Pickens, and I'm looking at the odds favorite. And I thought it was an interesting
the
pick.
point that I was gonna make. No, I want because what I wanted to happen was for Rod to say Pickens. Then I was gonna be like, oh yeah, well then if Pickens gonna be the wide receiver, then who's throwing the ball? Oh, Pickett. So then wouldn't Pickett end up being the default? Yeah, I was ready for it. But all right, go ahead, Justin.
I don't have Kenny Pickett. He is the odds-on favorite, but I'm going to go with the guy right behind him in Breece Hall. I think he's going to get plenty of enough usage for this. I mean, obviously he's an easy answer, right? I think a lot of people are concerned that him and Michael Carter are going to be splitting touches. I think he's going to be dominating more than anything. Carter will probably be a nice compliment to him so that he doesn't have to get overly used. We've seen that a lot in the NFL. We've seen a lot of situations where even like the main guy just like sits out for a few series, and we may see that every now and again. But I think Breece Hall is probably the safest floor for this pick.
Do you think 70-30, Justin? Time share? Or do you think a little more than that?
No, I would definitely say 70-30, 80-20. And even if it was less than that, I would still see him in that spot because we just don't have the depth at the quarterback position to really take this award. I think, was it 4 out of the last 10 seasons the quarterback has won the position or won the award? I'm sorry. Yeah. And 3 out of the last 5. But we don't have, like a Kyler Murray, a Justin Herbert in this class. I mean, I have Malik Willis right behind him probably, but there's so much uncertainty there. I like what Malik Willis can do for that.
I don't think a quarterback gets it.
I think Pickett's the odds-on favorite. So the books like a quarterback, and I think that's basically because Pickett's the only one that's able to win a starting job, and the inclination to pick a quarterback as the winner is always top priority as far as the league goes, or writers go, the media goes.
I don't think that happens this year, personally.
Well, that's why Breece Hall's my pick. So. But I would take Malik Willis second, especially if this conversation is being had a couple of months from now, and there maybe is more talk that, oh, hey, Willis has a shot. I like the options that Willis can give this offense. You can't run the triple option with Tannehill. Obviously, the play action wouldn't be as good, but Tannehill's obviously got more experience, going to be the more efficient option to start. But if we get any inclinations that Willis is going to be the guy, I would definitely say his name needs to be on the short list. And then after that, on defense, I have Kyle Hamilton. He's just coming into a really, really good situation with the Ravens. Super deep secondary. Marcus Peters, Marlon Humphrey. They signed Marcus Williams to a big contract. They still have Chuck Clark. I mean, Kyle Hamilton, he's just a freak athlete. He can go sideline to sideline. There's plenty of tape of him literally running down running backs from one side of the numbers to the other, from one end of the field to the other. He's going to get a lot of opportunities to get brought up into blitz packages, bring pressure off the edge. He's going to get sacks. He's going to get interceptions. I could see him have 4 to 7 of both and, easily over 90 solo tackles this season as a rookie. So I think he's a really good option at plus 700.
So I'm going to go ahead and ruin my defensive player of the year. And I'm going to say I agree with you on that. Offense, I still have my player on the board, Raj.
All right. So y'all might think I'm a homer for this. And I'm taking the easy. No. I'm taking the easy picks. I'm going.
Just do it.
Shut the fuck up. All right. Relax.
I'll
relax.
Jump down in your box. Don't play with me. I'll put you in timeout.
Do it.
You like fucking Hezbollah, bro.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut up.
Shut the fuck
up. Shut the fuck up.
That was funny as hell. I'm sorry.
I'm going with the easiest motherfucking picks on earth. The odds-on favorite for both. It just makes the most fucking sense. My fucking guy. Robbie doesn't have my name up here, Fucking, I have it set as Kenny Pickett Enjoyer because I enjoy.
I do
motherfucking
have
Kenny
the
Pickett.
names up.
I don't see the name up. I don't know. I'm fucking blind.
No, they're not up.
They're not up. Yeah.
My name's not up either.
Good job, Robbie.
How do people know who I am?
Yeah.
How did that happen? I don't even know how that happened.
I've never seen that before. But yeah, see, Kenny Pickett Enjoyer. I enjoy Kenny Pickett. He's my pick for
I
offensive
bet
rookie of the
you
year.
do.
Hey, he's 8 inches in all the right places, bro.
God,
I'm surprised. I'm surprised Mike didn't say Karlaftis. Is that how you pronounce it? Karlaftis?
Thanks. Karlaftis, George Karlaftis. All right, and then I'm a UM
Hold
fan.
on.
Hold on. Oh shit. Okay.
There are analysts at certain networks that are all over Karlaftis, and I have watched that tape, and I ain't gonna front. Drake too sexy for his shirt. Like homie is ready to work. He's gonna be a defensive wrecking ball. And
Is he like Kim Kardashian in that first tape?
What?
Wow.
no. Kim did terrible.
I don't get that.
Kim did terrible. That's it.
Kim got plugged.
It made your fingers
Karlaftis is doing the plugging. AJ.
Oh, this went way too far. Let's
what the
go.
hell?
Anyways.
Anyways, I'm not taking anyone from Purdue over Notre Dame. So that's as easy as I keep it.
Okay. Fucking. All right. So as y'all know, I'm a UM fan. I gotta go with my boy. Back in Detroit, back in Michigan, born and raised. I just bought his jersey. The shit's gonna go up here soon. My wall's too fucking small, but we'll figure it out.
Damn, sorry.
Aiden
Troy.
motherfucking Hutchinson, bro. Nah, Troy's gonna stay there. It's okay. We'll find space for the rest of
Bro, like you can just build another wall.
That's not how the fuck a house works, bro. I don't know what you want me to tell. What?
You put up an extra wall. Now you got to put in a window. This isn't working out.
Now we gotta do a building and coding, like shit.
All right. Now it's Taco's turn to say Wandale Robinson.
I need permits.
Yo, that dude is gonna be the most versatile player coming out of this draft class. I'll leave it there.
No.
He's not the
Done.
offensive or
Done.
defensive
No.
best player, but he's the most versatile.
Alvin Austin exists, bro. What are you talking about?
But I think on defense, it's that guy that went to the New York Giants, Kayvon Thibodeau. He's going to lead the class in sacks. I think he has all the tools necessary to be the best defensive rusher that came out of this draft class. A lot of people had him as the number one most talented player on the boards, but it was character issues that really dropped off for him. He said that he wanted to be mentored by a guy like Michael Strahan, and now you come to the Giants, it's like perfect situation. I think he has a great personality for the town, and I think this kid is going to come out, hustle, and actually be a really dynamic player for the Giants and the NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year.
You know what? Because
I don't hate that.
all I do is shit on the Giants anytime you fucking talk. I'm gonna let you have that because it's Kayvon Thibodeau and it has nothing to do with the Giants. Okay?
Listen, baby, he's a G-man. Now,
I think that's a division where you can rack up a lot of sacks too.
Oh,
you know,
for
when
sure.
you're looking at the offensive
Here's gonna
line,
get Carson
quarterbacks.
Wentz, six
I
sacks.
like that.
Six
Here's
sacks
the
on Carson
problem.
Wentz.
Here's the problem with real NFL and fantasy football. Okay? Because sometimes, all right, the really good players, and don't get me wrong, I'm a really good player. You don't get your feelings involved. All right. You just play the goddamn game.
Rip the name off the back.
Yep. You just stripped it and you just, you go and you do what you gotta do. But listen, when guys like Kayvon Thibodeau and Drake London end up on organizations like the fucking New York Giants and the Atlanta Falcons.
Cheer for us, Robbie. Cheer for us.
It makes me not want to play you in fantasy football. Like straight up. What? No, I'm not cheering for you, Taco. I'm not fucking supporting your team, dude. No. I'll tell you like I tell Snacks. No.
Kayvon, 6 sacks of wins.
We're allowed to be friends during the season. We're
How
friends
many?
right now. During the season, I don't have to like you.
All you got to know is Kayvon's coming for them snacks, baby. I will say this on all, though. I'm going to keep it in the same stadium. I was going to say Breece Hall because I think that dude is going to dominate, but he took it. So I got another player here. went as their first offensive pick, and that guy Garrett Wilson, him
Okay,
and Zach Wilson together, I think that's going to be a dynamic duo.
bro.
I
If the
mean,
Jets had an offensive rookie of the year, oh gosh,
and I tell you this, I just everything that he brings to that offense with Wilson, I just like it. And you add more, you add Davis, you add the other players there
Let
to
me
give him
check the
that he's not
odds.
going to have like that deal with the number one corner at least to start off. So he'll be able to get into a little bit of a rhythm. He'll be able to get his reps in, and then come the end of the season, that dude is going to be dynamite. I just think it's the right time, the right situation, the right player. And at the end of the day, a lot of these awards come down to who gets the most volume. Because you can be a better player than someone else, but you might not start till halfway through the season. So it's hard for you to win a rookie of the year when a guy's been playing for so much longer than you. So that's why I look at a guy like Garrett Wilson. He's probably going to start from day one. He's going to get a ton of snaps, and they're going to make sure that they put him in situations where they can use him. So I just see that guy being able to really, flat out put out some great numbers and some great tape.
You know what? I'm about to be crazy for fucking saying this. I'm not saying it's what I would do, but if you're a follower of Taco, and Taco, he does these crazy things where he'll take these outlandish fucking risks. You know that nobody has no. There's this ledge that Taco lives on, and he just sits there and swings his fucking feet over the edge of that motherfucker. He just dangles them. Okay, he's not even sitting all the way back towards he's just right over, just dangling his feet. And this is what Taco does, but he's really good at it. If you're taking his advice on a futures bet here, you're talking a plus 1K on DraftKings. Justin, what do you got on your books?
For who?
For Wilson?
For what player?
For Garrett Wilson?
For Garrett, he's at plus 1,200.
12. Yeah, see, I mean, you're getting plus 1K odds either way you go.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in most places that you go. So I have no problem subscribing to that take.
And think about the volume.
My take isn't as spicy as everyone else's, but I gotta take it to wide receiver school, and that's Treylon Burks. The volume, everything's gonna be there. There's no more AJ Brown. You gotta be the guy in Julio's. Yeah.
Have y'all seen the video of Treylon Burks that people are freaking out over though?
Yeah,
He's
I don't know.
dehydrated.
What's up with that, bro?
Yeah,
He's dehydrated.
No.
These guys are getting out of the draft, phase of the offseason where they're, all that hype is coming in. They probably haven't been, outside as often. You get to that first set of workouts, and he looked exhausted. So I think they just literally just shut him down from so he didn't have a heat stroke, I guess. I don't know. He's shut down from all minicamp activity now.
Yeah,
he'll be fine. I'm not worried.
When does Robert Woods come back? Is he going to make it back for the start of the year?
I believe he is. Bobby Trees.
I'm so glad he's going to be back on the.
Yeah, I mean they got Bobby. They got Bobby Trees. I mean, but I think Treylon Burks was brought in to be an immediate impact player. That's what they use AJ Brown for. Where as soon as they drafted him, that's what they wanted Corey Davis to be. And Corey Davis couldn't do that when he was drafted. So I mean, this is a repetitive kind of routine by the Titans. Just kind of let's just hurry up and get a guy,
right,
and put as much pressure on him as possible, and he better perform.
But they win. They put up those numbers.
They do.
Even when this,
I don't know how they won so many games last year.
Hear me out. What do I always say on this show? And I've said it 5 years being on air. Okay, the NFL history repeats itself. Even in the NFL, history repeats itself. Okay, and what I mean by that is, can you remember the top receiver off that Titans offense that made it to a Super Bowl? It was Dyson, right?
1 yard short or whatever. Yeah, Dyson.
Yeah,
Kevin Dyson.
Kevin Dyson.
Don't remember Eddie George though.
Hold on, but here's the thing: doesn't this team always do this? Isn't this how they run? They get a beast running back, Eddie George, Derrick Henry, and they get some. They just burn through receivers and just make a push.
Solid defense.
at the end of the day, Tennessee, you can't win this way, and you need to figure it out. You need to start putting things together and figure out a long-term budget to keep a team together. Let's see here. That'll take us. Let me look at this show sheet, because that should take us right up to halftime. I don't know why I said it like this was like an 80s fucking action show.
The A-Team.
Dun, 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 dun. Pow! All right. So on the other side of the show, we have some movement that happened around the NFL, along with we are going to give you guys sneaky fantasy football trades that you need to be on the lookout for. But first, this is we're gonna get into halftime really fast. I'm trying to see what song I want to play. I'm gonna go with Can Do. I haven't played that one in a minute.
Let me tell you a little story. Once upon a time, there was a monkey knife fight.
And one day they met one team partners in the NFLPA.
It's a match made in the pits of a monkey knife fight.
And everyone lived happily ever after.
Are you listening? This is big.
What is a monkey knife fight?
You know, it's thing monkeys, knives, you get it. Fantasy sports is monkey knife fight. And monkey knife fight is fantasy sports.
Monkey Knife Fight is daily fantasy.
Monkey Knife Fight in the house.
I am Monkey Knife Fight.
You are Monkey Knife Fight.
We are all Monkey Knife Fight.
Monkey Knife Fight.
You have the NFLPA behind the company.
It's exciting for me to be a part of fantasy sports.
When I think of fantasy sports, I think of beating all my buddies year in and year out and being able to brag about it.
We're not just partners in it.
We're owners.
And it feels awesome to be an owner.
I challenge you to a Monkey Knife Fight.
We've been saving you a seat at the table, Monkey Knife Fight.
Welcome to the One Team and NFLPA family.
Monkey Knife Fight. Welcome to the family, Monkey Knife Fight.
Welcome to the game, Monkey Knife Fight.
Monkey Knife Fight!
I challenge you to a Monkey Knife Fight.
Monkey Knife Fight! Monkey Knife Fight, Monkey Knife Fight, Monkey Knife Fight, Monkey Knife.
All righty, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here on the Rumboyz Fantasy Network. Ladies and gentlemen, like, comment, and subscribe. Share all the vibes on all the social media platforms. All right, so Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, you name it. Go ahead, share it. We're going to get into our very next topic. We're going to have our panel go around and off the top of their heads, they're going to design a fantasy football trade, whether it's dynasty or redraft, given the landing spots of the current, standings of what they feel that you guys should go out there and see. Normally on most platforms is probably premium information, but we're here on Rumboyz After Dark getting drunk. So welcome to the bar. Let's drink up and have some fun. Mike.
I'm going balls to the wall on this one. People might think I'm crazy. Bo make big time. If I'm a rebuilding team with who landed at this team and with the quarterback situation, sorry, Taco, I am trading Kyle Pitts.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm moving Kyle Pitts. What would you move Kyle Pitts for?
I'd couple picks and a player. I mean, obviously, I'm going to want first, but I mean, I would take 123 first to 23 second in the player. And I've seen some pretty big trades out there, including Pitts. So I mean,
I'm still bullish.
I like it. Yeah, I'd probably go for me, I'd probably give me like a 23 first, a 23 second, and AJ Dillon.
AJ Dillon's better than Pitts.
with a first and a second on it, yeah.
Yeah, the first and a second on it, yeah. I'd move that, and a tight end premium, I'd work that. Justin.
It's really tough for me for trying to build a trade because it's, you never really know what someone should give up. So I have kind of like a list of sellable players and a list of buyable players. Just a few that I wanted to mention as far as
parachute could be fun.
What? Some Bible players. So I like Derek Carr. I think that you could probably move some draft picks and an aging quarterback from him if Derek Carr is on a team that may have a bountiful amount of quarterbacks, which is typically the situation that I've been in. I have a bunch of shares of him, but he's typically on teams where I have, 4 or 5 plus quarterbacks in super flex leagues. So I definitely say he is a big buy for me right now, given the upgrades on his offense. And go out and do whatever you can to get the 101 so you can draft Breece Hall.
Okay.
I was able to do DeAndre Hopkins and Mitch Trubisky for the 101. So nothing's crazy.
I like that.
Yeah.
No, I love that. I love that.
That was pre-draft. So everyone was like, oh, well, Mitch is the guy. And then it was pre-Hopkins suspension. So nothing's too crazy. Make some offers for that 101.
But I could see people making that move, especially people that are like, oh, well, I'm already sat pat tight for a championship. I'm ready. I could see that happening. Raj, unfold your hand. You have poker say.
I'm kind of approaching the same way as Justin. I don't really I never like formulating trades off no basis really. But as for players to sell and buy,
well, you gotta do it as exercise.
We'll see, man. But one guy that I would like to buy right now is Cam Akers. He's going really low in startups. and just in general right now. It seems like people kind of forgot about him. He was people were taking him as high as 105 last year in startups. Or right, like, and then now he's fallen to mid third, fourth round. I'm scooping him up all day, and if you can trade for him at that like similar value there, I'm doing that any day of the week. So Cam Akers is probably a guy that I'm targeting in trades right now.
Tell me stupid.
What the fuck? Okay.
I would say too, if you don't buy that take, like I'm with you there, Raj. But if you're opposite of that, then I think you try to target Darrell Henderson on a cheap offer because we saw how McVay just loved rotating those guys in and out last year. I mean, Cam Akers did look really good in the playoffs. He was getting the bulk of the carries, but throughout the regular season, you know that he's going to have that kind of revolving door type of offense. So if you're with Cam Akers, make that move.
That is true, but that's without Cam Akers in the room, right? So I feel like now that he's back, he'll be the bell cow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and he obviously is
no one has a bell count no more.
Najee Harris exists and Nick Chubb exists, but I mean, just saying, bro. Anyways, what am I wrong? Come on.
Well, no, Nick Chubb still has Kareem Hunt coming in, Jonas Johnson. I think they just drafted another guy, which is crazy to me.
No, but when Nick Chubb is healthy, he's a bell cow, just like through and through, right? But okay, going back to the topic at hand though. A couple of guys that I've just been seeing thrown around in trades here and there in a dynasty. Another one is James Conner, who I'm scooping up. People, I don't know where this notion came from, in my leagues at least, that Chase Edmonds is gone and people are going to focus more on James Conner. He's not going to produce as well as he did. I don't fucking know where that's coming from, but regardless.
Mixon is a workhorse.
Mixon, I guess could be a workhorse.
He was this year, but he's got to be healthy.
He does have to be healthy. That's a big thing. Another guy I'm looking at is Rashad Bateman. I think he's clear cut receiver. I mean, what's his name? Did they draft? Oh shit! Did they draft a receiver?
Fuck.
No, they didn't. Rashad Bateman's the wide receiver one there now that Hollywood's gone. His I mean, his value went up a little bit, but I'm still trading for him. Honestly, like he just, I feel will get a majority of the targets. Whatever targets are not going to Mark Andrews are going to Rashad Bateman. Right, like there's no one else on that team to catch passes. Let's just be real. So Rashad Bateman's that other guy that I'm targeting. Last, if I were to throw out another name, let's see here. I'd have a list. 1 second.
That's another situation, Raj, where if the more expensive option you can't trade for, go after a Devin Duvernay, go after a Tylan Wallace because they're going to be really cheap. Like
I actually picked up a couple of Proche. What the fuck is his name? Something Proche or whatever.
James Proche.
James Proche. Yeah. I was going to call him Jim, but yeah, James Proche. I've gotten a couple of basically free shares of that man.
Exactly. Those guys aren't going to cost anything.
Nothing. And then 2 more. My father, Pat Freiermuth. People are going to be paying way too much attention to Deontay Johnson, Najee Harris, George Pickens, and Chase Claypool. Yeah. They're going to forget about Pat Freiermuth. He was the best red zone target in college football coming out his junior, senior year, whatever it was, coming into the draft. Did not drop a pass in the red zone and dropped like 2 in his rookie season, right? So, I mean, again, another guy that I think with a lot of the hype of tight ends, young tight ends, just everyone in general, he's another guy that's kind of slipping down boards. People are forgetting about. So those are just a couple of guys that I'm looking at just as trade targets.
Okay, Taco.
Yeah, I think this is a little difficult because of where we are, but I mean, I guess one player, like if I, because I do a lot of redraft more than dynasty, like a lot of you guys, so I kind of geared that mindset. So like for me, if I let's just say you're in the early part of the draft, like last couple of years, we've seen those first picks have not really returned their investment because you're drafting a guy like Christian McCaffrey or Saquon Barkley, expecting them to be your fucking MVP, and they barely even play. So you're piecemealing it, you're waiver wiring, you hope that your later picks already hit. So you're playing from a deficit from the beginning. I would maybe look at if I got a guy like Cooper Kupp, see if someone's willing to overpay for him, willing to give me 2 really good pieces that I could put in there, especially if it's like a running back. Like I'm just briefly looking at Fantasy Pros rankings, but I mean, they have Saquon Barkley ranked the 30th player, RB16. If I can get him with the upside wide receiver who is like really if I get Saquon Barkley and you're giving me like a fucking Terry McLaurin type or like a Chris Godwin type, I would sit there and I'd be like, you know what, I could consider dealing a guy like Kupp for this because I know with my second, my third, and the guys that I'm getting off the waiver wire, I'm going to build an overall juggernaut. Whereas I don't think Kupp keeps up the production he had. I think Allen Robinson is going to be one of the mega steals in most drafts because people are underplaying how good that guy is. And you put him now with Matthew Stafford, and yeah, Matthew Stafford likes to hyper target certain receivers in a game. And I could easily see if he is a good matchup versus the corner because they're giving all the coverage to Kupp, that this guy's going to have like 10, 11 catches in a game. And you're sitting there with Kupp like, oh shit. And then you add Cam Akers back into the mix where he's going to actually be running the ball. And remember, Henderson was out. Fucking whatchamacallit was out, Akers was out. Then you had Sony Michel coming over there, who was at certain times not that effective. If they can maintain he wants to run the ball. If he can maintain some sort of running game, I think that you have to see. I mean, what Kupp did last year was so ridiculously impressive and never been done before that there's gonna be regression. If you can get someone that thinks he can maybe repeat what he did last year, you might be able to get a steal. And the only way you deal Kupp is if you get two really good players where you like them both, where you're like, shit, if things go right, Kupp and this guy could be equal, plus I'm getting someone else. So you got to see if you can maybe use the hype that you get off of that guy to try to get two really good pieces. Because in fantasy football, as we've seen, depth wins championships. You got to be deep, and you got to be able to last the whole season.
So what I'm going to say is in dynasty formats, I want you to find a way to see, when as rookie drafts are approaching, you're getting your rookie drafts together. Find a way that you can stash up Chris Olave in that mid first to back half of that first round. Especially with the news of Jarvis Landry, you maybe don't even have to go like right in the middle of the pack. You can maybe slide back to like that 108 and make some magic happen from the back end on. But I feel like Chris Olave is a guy that you guys definitely need to be pursuing. The homie Weekend Weeds asked in the Discord chat earlier about him pursuing Davis Mills. I think that Davis Mills is a great quarterback. While there's a lot of doubt in the QB market and a lot of murkiness, we know that next year is going to be a lot better of a class, but that class could easily fall off the map quick as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So preparing for all
I would have
opportunities.
done that Weeds. I just want to say, because I saw that too. That Weeds trade, I would have taken the Mills side of that Weeds trade 10 out of 10.
Exactly. And what was that? A
204 in this year's rookie draft for Mills.
It's
and a super flex.
Exactly. So those will be guys I'd be trying to pursue. And also another spicy one. Try and find yourself a way to go and get Tua. I've talked a lot of shit on Tua. I've talked down on Tua, but Tua ain't have no motherfucking Tyreek Hill. Just like David, or just like Justin mentioned,
and now
earlier with Carr, I'm bringing up Tua in the same breath. You need to go and get Tua. You need to find ways to recruit Tua onto your team. I promise he is going to pay off dividends. In two quarterback leagues, make him your QB2. You'll thank me later. You'll thank me later.
Could I just shout out a name really quickly that y'all should be picking up right now? And y'all might think I'm fucking stupid for this. Sorry, not the other word. Pick up some Jacoby Brissett shares.
Right? God damn it.
He's the fucking Browns backup. And assuming that Deshaun motherfucking Watson gets suspended, I'm taking all my $0 Jacoby shares and just shoving them up everyone's ass.
Baker's still technically the backup.
Yeah. Justin right now, while Vegas assumes that Rodgers is going to Rodgers, that's one that you take if you think that Minnesota can possibly upset. Ravens 4.5 favorites versus the Jets. I mean,
fuck the Ravens.
Yeah, dude.
It's May 13th.
Exactly.
It's like,
tell what people have.
The numbers are gonna change.
What up, Vince Nerd? What up, Mike?
Yeah, they're gonna change just a little bit.
But no, those would.
Too early.
No, those would be some fantasy football trades that I'd probably be looking out for right now while it's early, especially in dynasty formats. And even in redraft, those would be names that I'd still be trying to pick, late rounds. Tua, maybe like 8th, 9th round is when I'm trying to, maybe snag that in a single QB. 2 QB, I'm probably trying to grab like Tua like 12th, 14th. But I think that it behooves you to look in some of these early options that we're talking about. Because if we're talking about them early, if we have a radar on them, you should have a radar on them. And they can be different. They can be different makers. I think that we talk about guys that no other network is really talking about. So, so Jarvis Landry, perfect segue to my last take. He's confirmed that he signed with the New Orleans Saints. What are your thoughts from a fantasy and a NFL perspective? I think we start with Mike. No, Taco.
Go with Taco.
Yes, Taco.
Taco.
Yeah.
I mean, personally speaking, I think that I like that Jarvis Landry ended up here because there was talk that he was going to end up with the Ravens. I'm here for Rashad Bateman season, so I didn't want that to happen. So personally, I'm happy about this. I think for his fantasy purposes, it's a pretty good situation. Michael Thomas hasn't been healthy the last couple of years. He's a big liability. If he comes back and he's healthy, that's great for Landry because it's going to give him better matchups. If he's not great, if he's not there, that's just going to give him more volume. So either way you look at it, it doesn't really hurt Landry depending on what happens.
But Landry doesn't drop the ball.
That's right. So you know that even in a small amount of targets, he'll still be able to deliver. But I mean, when you look at this situation, it's a great situation for Landry if you're talking about Michael Thomas in either situation, whether it be volume or whether it be better chances to get bigger plays. Chris Olave is, though, that big wild card. Like, well, what does he end up doing this season? How much do they use him? And what do the Saints really plan on doing with him? Like, if he becomes a real big focal point and he starts taking off, then you're going to see Jarvis Landry be a little bit more meh.
But we already knew that this wide receiver class of this draft was going to be 2s and 3s. So, I mean, if Olave has to be a 3, you have Michael Thomas and Landry there as 1 and 2.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, because how much is Olave going to take away from Landry? Because I think that if Thomas is not there, both of them will eat and be fine. If Thomas is there and you're playing Landry as number 2, he's getting most of those looks, especially if they're running, let's just say, a tight end, running back, and 2 wide receivers. Then it's going to really lead to Landry being good enough. But if you're talking about, okay, Olave's playing over him, then the season's shot. Like, so I think it's a good opportunity, but we got to see how good Olave is.
Olave is an interesting one because you could do multiple different things to them in that scheme, and with that 3, if it is going to be those 3, we don't know yet. Little Jordan Humphrey could come out of nowhere and be like, "Oh my God, I'm a thing." Like I'm kidding. This is all comedy. But let's say it is those 3. Winston getting the rocket to them. That's going to be a very interesting dynamic with Winston also, having mobile feet, so on and so forth. I think you can see Olave interchanging as a 2 or a 3 on any given week, kind of what we saw with Cincinnati between Boyd and Higgins, where Higgins was more so the dominant though. Now, who will be the dominant between the 2, and who will be the 1B or the 1 C? That'll be a different thing, kind of type of thing.
Yeah, it's all going to come down to volume for fantasy purposes. So, who's going to get the most snaps? Who's going to get the most opportunities? Mm-hmm. Who does Winston really focus on? That at the end of the day is going to matter the most, and we need to see some tape to really get that. But I think it's a good opportunity for him because he could end up being the number 1. Because Michael Thomas, I mean, how long is he going to last?
Yeah, no. Raj, what are your thoughts?
Sorry. Okay, on Jarvis Landry. I mean, to be honest, I hate to say this because I'm really high on Chris Olave. I think it kind of kills his first year value only because they play very similar roles, or most people are expecting them to play very similar roles. Mm-hmm. That being said, though, I'm buying Chris Olave low, not buying, but drafting Chris Olave low now because I already have seen people just in drafts. Like I had a couple of drafts today. Once that news dropped, he fell down boards at least 2, 3, 4 picks, which I mean, I'm all over that. If he fell to me and if he's falling to you, pick him up because of this Jarvis Landry news, because Jarvis Landry, he's getting close to 30, I think. Or he might even
be
30.
It's about there, yeah.
So I mean, like that seems to be the drop off age for receivers. And then we obviously know that fucking Michael Thomas hasn't played a game in like 2 years. We don't even know what's up with him. Like, do we know if he's gonna be even a fraction of what he was before? Not even, definitely not. So as for Jarvis Landry, I don't know if I really want to be grabbing him in fantasy. I generally try to stay away from a player like Jarvis Landry, especially with his injury history and just everything else in general. But
I love
from that
Jarvis Landry.
No, I like Jarvis Landry as like a human being. As a
No,
fantasy
I love him
player.
in fantasy.
No, not so much.
I love him in fantasy.
I don't know.
Bye week, you're healthy. Let's go.
I mean, you're not wrong, but still, like I said though, like I'm not touching Jarvis Landry this year. However, if Chris Olave falls to you in your rookie draft, scoop that man up because people are gonna overreact over the first year, 2 years, but Dynasty is not a 1 or 2 year game. So go ahead and grab that man.
Well, Justin, you dealt with the scenario earlier in a draft, I believe, revolving around this, right?
Yeah, Jarvis Landry was, or I'm sorry, Brian Edwards was selected over him, and then Mecole Hardman and Tim Patrick followed.
Right.
Wow. You should not. Tim Patrick should not be following those guys.
No, Mecole Hardman shouldn't be in that. Huh?
I think Tim Patrick
is
is because of the
fucking
Jerry
sleeper,
Judy
bro.
news. Is that why?
That's what I'm assuming. But again, this is also
sense.
round 18, so it's like at that point, I really don't care if anyone takes Tim Patrick or Mecole Hardman. Like you're throwing darts regardless.
Yeah.
Although I mean, if Jarvis Landry's there in the 18th round, I will take him. Like I mean,
yeah, sure.
is that what you're saying? I mean, yeah, I'll fucking take.
Yeah, I mean,
not earlier than that.
The guys that are still available though, like the group that he's in, like OBJ, Van Jefferson, Julio, KJ Osborne, Devontae Parker, Curtis Samuel, Will Fuller, like it's getting thin. You know what I mean?
I would take Devontae Parker over.
Is there something about
that
that?
might be? I don't know if that's a hot take or
it's tough.
I might take
tough.
Honestly, I like a bunch of those guys
more.
over there. I think OBJ once he comes back, like if you could stash him on,
he's got to be on a team.
If he comes back,
he'll be on
I mean, shit, the man could retire.
Well, yeah, but he could be in a situation that may not be as fruitful as another. You know what I mean? Like where you're just like, all right, well, I don't need OBJ.
Someone, and they're gonna get one of those two guys of OBJ.
Hey, they got Christian Watson. Come on, bro. What are you talking about?
Yeah, let's go. No, I mean, Jarvis Landry to the Saints is kind of like for fantasy wise. I think it makes the team, for wins and losses for their purposes, a lot better. When you're looking at the depth that they have at wide receiver now, I have to assume that at least to start the season, if everyone is healthy, and we have some assumptions here, Jarvis will be healthy, Michael Thomas will be healthy, Alvin Kamara will be available. Those are some big factors that are going to contribute to whether some of these back end guys like Callaway, Olave, and like Traquan Smith, even who I think people were kind of high on before the draft, that these guys would have an opportunity this season. So I think we really need to see some dominoes fall before we really know like who's going to be like the guy. But I love Olave in the sense that you're getting him at better value now in your rookie drafts because people are going to overreact to Jarvis Landry. If I'm in Dynasty, I want to sell Jarvis Landry more than I want to buy him. Any little bit of news like this in the offseason, I'll love it. I'll throw it out there on a nice little line, and hopefully I get a few bites. As far as Michael Thomas works into this scenario, I think it helps him if he is back and he is healthy, whether it's for fantasy or football related, just because he won't be targeted by defenses as much. They'll be able to utilize their depth with a lot of these back end receivers. And I'm not really sure what this signing does to the really tight position battle at tight end between Adam Troutman and Taysom Hill, but I assume there will be some cause and effects here.
We still don't know about Kamara though, do we? I mean, shit. Like
Kamara,
I heard you mention his name earlier. Like, what
Kamara,
happened?
Kamara, I could see getting a reduced workload, dude.
No, but
not
not
even
that.
reduced.
Like,
Just if he's there or not there.
What the whole legal problem?
He
Like,
might be.
forget about
He
that?
still might be suspended.
He still might be suspended, right?
Right. We just don't know.
He's still gonna be there.
I don't know.
I would assume his workload would expand this season. Then he had 67 targets last year. That's a career low. I do not expect that to repeat if he's playing 16 games this year.
I agree with that.
Okay, Mike, your thoughts?
All right, so I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. Pretty much all the other three boys have said exactly when it comes to football. To me, for Landry, this was not about obviously it wasn't about going to a winning team because he wouldn't be playing in New Orleans. This wasn't about opportunity. This was purely about going home back to Louisiana. And to me, that's the biggest thing about this deal is going home, I think he knows this is his last hurrah. And I think after this, he's done. He's going to go into the sunset and call it a career.
That might happen week 6.
I love that take. I think I love that.
How long of a deal did he sign? I didn't even check all that. Like, has that been released?
I don't think it's been released yet.
Yeah, I haven't checked honestly since I wrote the show sheet and then I was like, hurry up, get it out. But no, I'm sure it's probably something like veterans minimum.
Marquez Callaway is actually interesting this year.
Probably
And y'all
incentive
remember when
based.
Marquez Callaway was going for like people's whole fab last year?
Yep.
Oh wow.
You know,
Yeah,
him
I
and-
was like,
him and Winston
I
had
was
a
like,
little
you
bit of a
fucking
rapport.
dummies. I was like, you
Y'all
dummies.
not remember SFV, bro? People were picking up that man for $100 of their fab.
Bro,
Like they're
the
100%
second there was a free agent, they
It was
were
so
throwing
funny.
all the fab on that.
Pretty sure
shit.
he's getting drafted in my SFB drafts. He was getting no foul.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm still waiting on my SFB invite. Scott,
Yeah,
come
man.
on, bro.
I prefer Atlanta, Scott. Atlanta, please. Not Seattle, please.
Let's see here. All right. So, final topic of the night. Now, this is purely hypothetical because the homie Felix Sharp, who is not only a NFL football analyst, but is also a practicing lawyer, hit me up with some ins and outs of what this case really means. So this topic was written prior to knowing the full definition. Yesterday, Broncos wide receiver Jerry Jeudy was arrested on domestic violence tampering charges, then released on bond today here in Colorado. Likely, the wide receiver will just pay a fine, but could the league impose its own penalty, which is still very possible, affect his ability to play? How does this affect the Broncos, or does it affect the Broncos at all? Now, this is a domestic violence tampering charge, which is kind of like,
what does that mean? What did he do?
He locked the car with the key, wallet, and baby formula, right?
And the car seat, wallet, baby formula, and some other stuff.
Exactly. So it's basically entrapment.
Okay, but also he claimed that she stole one of his phones. So I mean, he was probably texting his side girl. Let's be real, bro. Like she stole one of his phones. That's his brother.
Yeah. Not everybody's CD Lamb, man.
That shit happened.
Everybody's
you
CD.
CD Lamb ain't touching my phone, bitch.
It ain't touching my phone. That's how you don't end up in that situation.
For real, you gotta lay down the law before it gets there.
But neither in the situation put hands on each other, so it wasn't that. So we're good there.
So what happened? This happened in the parking lot at the Wawa, or what? Like what? I don't get this.
Basically, the parking lot. No, there's no Wawas in Denver. You fuck.
I don't know.
I was curious. Goddamn.
Just made me miss home so bad. Basically, they were arguing at their house. You know, and
went down in the driveway.
Yeah, I didn't catch like any of these details. Like lock some formula and wallets and cars. Like it seems a bit drastic. I guess I'll kind of tee it off with that. Like it doesn't seem like it's NFL suspension worthy. At least the details that you're giving me and the very vague language that's been used on social media and in the news, it doesn't seem like it's going to be an offense that, I mean, honestly, Adrian Peterson beating his kid with a switch or a belt or whatever seems a little bit worse than this at this point. But that's also because I don't know.
But this is 2022 too.
I think so.
Do we want to do some side bets like Watson versus Judy?
Oh God,
I mean,
fuck no!
Just for the NFL to save face, I think he's going to get a 1-game suspension, but I don't think it's warranted.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
No,
I guess I disagree.
I would say that I would say that be warranted because you're impeding someone's ability to escape a situation, and that's essentially what the case is. Is impeding another's ability to escape a situation.
So this is my point here.
But what is this doing against the NFL? Like I thought these suspensions come when you make the NFL look bad.
And also remember this: the victim is asking the courts to drop the cases, and in I think it's
what
Colorado,
am I looking at?
It's a modifier, so it's not like it's actual like it's different than the rest of the country where it's like, oh, that was domestic. It was a domestic modifier, so it's kind of like, what does that really even mean? So I think that maybe it might be one of those 1-game suspensions. I think it can be given away with not getting suspended
because you impede the victim's ability to leave peacefully. That's where the NFL be like 1 game.
Yeah,
1 game.
It won't be,
but it's not. But it's definitely something to not. Like
that's and that's why he's going to.
Well, no, because it is a form of domestic violence. Like abuse is abuse is abuse is abuse.
Right.
You know. like you can't stop somebody from trying to leave a situation if they feel like it's getting volatile, you know.
Right.
So that's where it's like, yo, you fucked up. You should have just let her leave. Just get caught and deal with getting caught. And if you lose her, you lose her. You're an NFL player. You have millions. You will find someone else. And that's what these
Don't play
players
the games
really
if you
got to
don't want to
learn.
win the prizes.
Listen to some Future. Listen to We'll Cry Together, and you'll feel better.
Sorry, wait, can I
over in a couple of weeks?
Let me get my damn take.
Raj, what is this?
Robbie,
What is
if you
this?
may,
That is
if
fucking
you please will hold that up for
What?
me. Okay, so
Yeah. This is awesome.
whether or not he gets suspended, if shit really hits the fan and it goes wrong, we can confirm that he will not be missing out on much practice time, because this, if you read the police records, the Arapahoe, whatever the fuck that means, I don't know, the county, that county is where he was arrested.
Denver,
Detention
motherfucker.
center is right next to the Broncos practice facility.
Ah.
So, thankfully, he will not be missing out on any practices. So,
Him and Russell,
his value has not dropped at all.
Well, him and Henry Ruggs will be reunited as teammates again.
Him and Henry.
Oh, wow. Come
like
on.
I said, man, if shit really hits the fan, Clark County Jail football team, Gridiron motherfucking gang, Deshaun Watson, Henry Ruggs, Earl Thomas, Jerry Judy,
Kareem Hunt,
Henry Ruggs is such a stupid
Jacked.
motherfucker.
Damon Arnett.
David Arnett.
Jesus.
All right, I'm done. I'm sorry.
You bugging, bruh. You bugging. Let's see here. Did everyone kind of go? So like,
Yeah, everyone kind of went.
I think everyone was kind of talking.
Alrighty. So I feel like that's all like the news, like really in the NFL for the week. This week was kind of a short show. So what we'll probably do is I'm gonna find some time next week and I'm gonna try and get a mock together. Like I want to get a mock, like a midweek mock together. And I want to see how people think.
Bro, some of these
You
fantasy
know,
pro rankings.
I can't play poker with all of you, so this is our way of playing poker together. I can play poker with you in Canton.
I haven't played poker in a long time. I love poker. The bluff. Oh, the bluff.
Just another thing for me to beat you in, Taco. Just another thing for me to beat you in.
It's all fun and games, so you paying me the cash.
Motherfucker, we'll see. Huh? Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Rumboyz After Dark. We're gonna go ahead and get into some outros. We'll start with Taco and then work our way back up.
All right, so I'm TDS Taco. You can find me on Twitter. I've been laying low. I have a big life-changing event going on Tuesday. Having my first little baby boy coming out there, fresh to the world. So you won't be seeing anything much from me over the next couple of days. But when I'm back and I'll be kicking. And new battery, new content, a lot of new shit gonna be popping off. So look forward to it.
Yeah, put that battery in your back. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, Raj.
Shit, man. Y'all know where to find me at FFP Raj on Twitter. That's about it. Fucking ready. I'm ready for football to start. Fuck the off season. I don't want to be speculating shit no more. I just want to watch some football. I'm tired of the NBA playoffs.
I want to see someone.
Tired of the NBA playoffs.
Yes,
he's a Raptors fan.
Yes, I'm tired of the NBA playoffs.
speculation
Fucking
to go.
Raptors.
Bro, the Celtics Bucks series has been legit,
It's pretty good. Did you catch the end of that game though,
dude.
bro?
Very
the
nice.
refs.
The last game though was
they gave the Celtics an absolute fucking blowy there. Just
bro, and
sloppy
even
fucking
this
topic,
Memphis
bro.
team
Come
is a scrappy, fight hard team. The Sun series isn't bad. I mean, James Harden's a piece of shit. That's what I gotta say.
Yeah, fuck James Harden.
yeah, man. Fuck the NBA playoffs. Let's get football started already, man.
Yeah, let's go. I want to see someone hit someone.
Oh, and also I don't watch hockey, but as a Canadian, I gotta say it. Leafs in 7. Okay, let's make it happen, boys.
As long as the
Let's
Kings
go,
win in
Caps.
7.
All caps, baby.
Rangers.
Justin.
Yep. What's up, guys? You can find me on Twitter at TITTHJB. I'm dropping daily picks on Stacks over there for Robbie. It's good stuff. Check it out. You can also find my written content over at SGPN, the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. And we have weekly shows for fantasy football as well. So stop around for that.
All right.
Mike.
You guys know where to find me. Drop the Mike FF. You can find me here way too often. You can also find me at Going for Two. And on every other Tuesday night, you can find me on Going for Two on their live network on the Fantasy Cheat Sheet.
Google me, Rumboyz Robbie. Rumboyz spelled with a Z-N-E-T. Rumboyz Fantasy Network. If you don't know, now you know, motherfucker. We out. Peace. We appreciate y'all. Thank you for enjoying the show. We'll be back with plenty of more. We're gonna do a midweek thing next week. We're gonna do something midweek. Probably we're gonna get the mock draft season started. We're gonna start mocking around this bitch. Mock all night, all night, all night, mock all night.